that shows you where it's going to happen, because planet shows you what happening, and zodiac signs tell you how it's going to happen, and then houses show you where it's going to happen, what area. Like first is you, like first house is you, like your health, the way you
Aries,
look.
yeah.
You do like your identity, look like your ID card, basically. That's
Okay.
first house, which is most important house, because 50% very important things that you can read in somebody's chart is in a first house. Even you don't have planet there, because that ruler of that first house, it tells you what's, who that person
who
is,
you are.
like how he looks even, and
Yeah.
because it's first house. Second is about your finances. You look at like what you love, sensations, um, talents, um, you know, because that's your private money. Second one, your income, and opposite is other people's money. Because
Oh,
from
yeah.
second to eight, that's why eight house is other people's incomes, other people's resources. Like REI, for example, if you put money in REI, it's a public, other people's. So you have money there, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's so cool
that's
how
eight
how the
house thing.
opposites are playing out. How you look at that house, then you look at the opposite
Yeah.
house to understand that house better.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. There's private houses on the top, and more private houses. I mean, public houses on the top, and private houses on the bottom. And like first house and second, and third one, fourth, fifth, and sixth. That's more like private area of your house, like your where you sleep, for house, where you born, your roots. Okay.
You can
So
find out your childhood, what
yeah,
happened.
exactly. That's fourth house. Your mother,
Yeah, that's amazing.
everything is there. So, and sixth house, your service, the way you take care of yourself, like how, like small pets, for example. If some people have Mars there, and they protect animals, you know what I mean? Like they're, animal police, kind of almost.
Because
So-
Mars is so strong.
Yeah, strong, and plus sixth house is about weak people, so it protects weak, because their illnesses, their weaknesses, or because sixth house is about service. Like even when you pay rent, it's sixth house, because it's about you have to do something to make payment, right? Like you have to collect money, so that's
Okay.
sixth house because it's service. So, oops. So yeah, everything is like, see, like every house means area in your life, where sixth house, where how you work, and 10th house is like where, your career. So that means always first house. I mean, no, like second house, which is finances, and sixth house and 10th house, they trine usually. So that means whatever sign you have on those houses, that's the. See, like you, Shira, have Cancer on the second house, and Scorpio on the sixth house, and Pisces on a 10th house, basically that cusp. So that means it's more watery, more psychic, more like.
Because
It's
Scorpio is water and Pisces is.
plus moon
water.
is ruled by moon, because you have Cancer on the second house. That means it's fluctuating all the time. Your finance, it's always up, like I mean, it's
Up and
never.
down. Yeah.
Because it's most quickest, because when you have ruler of moon there of second house, that means it's always like 14 days is different. 14 days, even every 2 days is different, because
Yeah.
it's most frequent. It changes sign every 2.5 days, you know what I mean? So see, like wherever you have moon, that rules your second house, because you have Cancer on the second house. So that means you have to check always where is the moon, and see, like eclipses did happen right now, so it's going to affect your second house things now.
My finances.
Yeah, something new starting in Aries, in your basically 10th house, and no, in 11th house. So it's about social gatherings, social groups, very powerful people from 11th house, which is kind of like a good karma house. So you got a lot of stuff going on in there,
And then the
it's coming.
Scorpio, what is this? The Scorpio.
Scorpio is about penetrating very deep. It's very psychic. That's where you transform things. Very transformative sign. most powerful sign basically because it's a rebirth and death there.
Death, yeah.
So you could make people, you could be very deep to do some kind of like read their minds, even go and penetrate in their minds. That's why you have this intuition naturally. Scorpio is very natural. If you had Capricorn here, it's good too. It's very like you have to, but
grounded.
you have to still learn because it doesn't have that intuition. Like,
Yeah.
but Scorpio in your sixth house
water.
has a lot of intuition, like very deep. It's like a goes very penetrating energies going really deep in there, and then you can manifest things with this energy. That's why you have to go Scorpio energy with your sixth house, which is like it's sexual energies as well because it's about those because
I heard Scorpios also is like what, sex, death, and taxes.
yeah, because that's what it is. You have to pay that, like same,
Okay.
Plus, it's not only death. It's about reborn. Like if somebody has like
Transformation.
yeah, like for example, somebody had coma and then he woke up suddenly. That's Scorpio.
Oh,
Or
okay,
eighth
yeah.
house, it's same thing. Or baby born, because eighth house is not only money, it's about rebirth. For example, eighth house is about if somebody has a long time something like job or something, and then he lost that job, and suddenly that's eighth house because it's dead. So now you have to do something new, and that's maybe he's depressed, but it's eighth house. It's about transformation.
Yeah, so something has to be destroyed
Something
to,
born,
to create,
yeah.
to be born out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's like a pregnant area. It's something. If you have there, it's always something have to be reborn, or something has to die and reborn again. So that's eighth house basically. And like you have and I have Mars there. See, like Mars is about passion, and you're surviving, energy basically, and the way you act. So when you have it in eighth house, it's about helping people in emergency situation. If something is
wow.
really goes off, they are ones that they can be capable to not panic in that moment and be straighter, and do things actually do it things.
yeah,
Not like
but not panicking.
yeah.
Like,
But he has to trigger that situation to make you do that. See, it's not a good situation to be, right? So
right.
that's why you have to kind of, because this is karma house. So that means if you don't do that, if you wait and you don't do things, then the universe gonna make you that situation that you have to. It's like emergent situation, really unpleasant. So then you have to really like do something. So if you want to avoid that, you have to go within you and maybe help out people or do something that it's already now somebody needs, and you
Right.
can
So
do
if,
that.
if you know that's in your chart, if you have Mars and Scorpio, then you don't want to go against that. You kind of know that about yourself. You want to make sure that you're honoring those energies. Otherwise, the universe is going to go, okay, let me
Otherwise-
give you some karma so you can, because this is what
Exactly.
you're supposed to be doing. So that's why
Yeah.
I think it's knowing your houses and knowing your astrological chart is so important.
Yeah, very
in,
important,
in every
yeah.
aspect of your life.
Yeah, very important. It's because you have to channel those energies, and you have, a point of astrology is not only to predict, plus to channel energies a right way. Because if you don't channel it, you might get some kind of negative effect on you, either disease or like some uncomfortable situation. Because those energies try to make you better, and when you ignore these, then it teaches you lesson their own way. That's why you have to
Right.
learn about stars, and so if you don't learn, they control you basically, because you
Right.
don't know, and you just like
You're just blind.
imagine you're blind and there's a big wave and you think it's really nice ocean, but something is coming and you don't know, it hits your
You're gonna
face.
get
You know,
hit
same
hard.
thing
Yeah,
kind
exactly. So
when
it's-
you could avoid it, when you know, you would just
Right.
step off.
Like
and
if
then,
you know, like, can you, what does it all mean? Like conjunction, trine, like, can you explain what those mean? 'Cause
Conjunction means, first conjunction is the right question because that's when two energies get infused together, like
They're
just
mixing
become
together,
one.
and sometimes it can be toxic or it can be like today is a good. It's like they like to be together.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be like elements that don't get along.
Exactly.
Like air and
Sometimes it's
earth.
square. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where they don't get along because, yeah, usually when conjunction happens, it's happened in one sign, in one element, because they in one sign, kinda together, and they saw 1 degree to exactly same degree. That's what the conjunction is. That means they met together, and that means one will go faster or the other one, and it's gonna make a circle, and then one later they're gonna make aspects, like a 45-degree aspect, then 60, then 90.
It's how everything's moving.
Yeah. Yep.
Is everything moved counterclockwise or clockwise?
It's-
Which way is everything moving, or is it different directions?
I think ecliptic moves like clockwise, but sun actually in a constellation moves backwards.
Oh wow.
Kind of weird, yeah.
That is weird.
Hard to explain. I even had explanation for that kinda, but I don't know if it's. I think it's short. I think I had it here somewhere. So that's interesting because it's very important. See, like I don't have it here, but I know how to, how it works. But it might be better for here too. Basically, every 72 years, sun goes back, moves 1 degree back. So,
Okay.
so that means, like in 2,160 years, sun will move in different sign because in a sign there is 30 degree each sign,
Right.
is each constellation. So that means it's processing back.